Hello, welcome to my video on meiosis. We finished the mitosis one, now we move on to a different form of cell division that's called meiosis. Sex cells add a whole new complication to cell division. Sex cells are sperm and egg. So when you think of making a sperm cell, right, to form a sperm cell, we're going to call it a pre-sperm cell. It's going to divide a couple times and form sperm. It's that division, the division of that pre-sperm cell into sperm and the pre-egg cell into forming an egg in the ovary. So this is happening in the ovary and in the testes only. We know that diploid cells contain two homologous sets of chromosomes because you got them. You inherited one set from one parent and one set from the other. So one set from mom and one from dad. And so you end up with two sets of chromosomes. And the diploid cell will have two sets in every single cell of your body except in the sex cells, except in the sperm and in the egg, where you'll only have one. So which one? That's the mystery. Which one? Are you going to get the one from one parent or from the other? And for all of your chromosomes, for all 23 pairs, which one is the one that you're going to inherit? That's what's so random. These numbered chromosomes are called autosomes, and they'll be in both sexes. Except the only difference is this last pair here, the 23rd pair, where these are the sex chromosomes, and you'll either have XX, long chromosome, or long short chromosome. And the long short chromosome then is the haploid that you'll inherit either one or the other, but not both. A reminder of what homologous chromosomes look like. So this is one chromosome from mom, we'll make it pink, and this is from dad, and we'll make it blue. And these are the sister chromatids, so it's a duplicated chromosome. Get a pen again. And I'm going to split it down the middle here. So I would have, this is an entire chromosome when it's on its own. This is an entire chromosome when it's on its own. But when it's attached still, it means that it's a duplicated chromosome that will later separate. Okay? The same goes here for this one. So right now, we just have a replicated chromosome inherited from mom, replicated chromosome inherited from dad. And these are a homologous pair, meaning that they carry the same sequence of genes for the traits. So for example, A could be earlobes, and dad also carries it on that same location. And this could be whether you love cilantro or not, and mom is dominant. Big B, she likes cilantro, and little b thinks it tastes like soap. So they match the location on that particular number chromosome. So we say sexual reproduction produces genetic diversity among the offspring because you randomly are going to inherit either from the mom, from the dad, or from a combination of both on each chromosome, and I'll show you how. This is just the same, showing you the alleles differ. The allele is just that location where that chromosome is. And it's just an alternative version of the same gene. So you either taste cilantro or don't, or have a second toe longer than the first or not. All those are alternative versions of the same gene. In meiosis then, DNA is going to replicate also, like it did in mitosis. Replicates once, but the nucleus is going to divide 2 times. And if it divides twice, then we're going to start with 1 cell, and we're going to end up with 4 instead of with 2. And where we started with 4 chromosomes, we're going to end up with only 2 chromosomes in each one of those cells. That's considered haploid. The haploid egg or the haploid sperm. Okay, half the number of chromosomes. In steps, then, because it has 2 stages, we're going to call this prophase I from stage 1. And you see the chromosomes like you did in mitosis. And when they align up like this. They can actually exchange genetic material. This is what's so strange. So where we started with a chromosome that was entirely dad, all blue, or entirely mom, all pink, when they align inside the cell, they actually do some trading of genetic material. So we end up with chromosomes that are not entirely dad or entirely mom, or maybe some are and some are not. So if I were to slice this down the middle like I was doing before, this still looks like totally dad. If I slice this one down the middle, this looks like totally mom. But the other two, this has mostly dad and some of mom's genetic material. And this has mostly mom and some of dad's genetic material. So crossing over increases the variability because then you inherit one of those chromosomes that's not exactly alike your dad and not exactly alike your mom. Let's say it's chromosome number 8. And you inherited this piece here. And on chromosome number 8, you inherited a piece of dad, a piece of mom. And then that shuffling happens for every single one of those pairs of chromosomes that you have. 22 pair plus the sex chromosomes. This is just showing exactly what I was saying. Once we divide these, you're going to end up, one cell looks all like, for that particular chromosome, looks just like dad. This one down here, parental, for that particular chromosome, we were saying chromosome number 8, looks just like mom. The other two have a combination of both. Metaphase I, what happens? That's when they are aligned, and this time you don't see one row of them, but you see this double row. So that double row is going to allow for that exchange of genetic material to happen, crossing over. Anaphase, they pull away. Anaphase I. And as we keep going, telophase, it makes a furrow, and you have 2 cells, but their chromosomes are still duplicated. Then we continue on and go on through another cell division. There's the first prophase II, right, with its crossing over that happened here. Move on. Now they align again in the middle, now in a single row. Anaphase will pull away. And I have my different chromosomes pulling away. Imagine this now with 23 pairs, not just 3 little chromosomes that we have in this diagram. And then finally cytokinesis. I know this is kind of hard to see, but it was the best one I could get, where you're going to divide out, line them up, pull them apart, and we end up with 4 cells. I hope that helped. You can go back and look at it again. This can be kind of confusing when you're comparing mitosis and meiosis, but I have extra films for you to watch too. Thanks. Bye.